It's 2 a.m. You wake up suddenly, maybe from a dream you can't quite remember. You turn over, shift your pillow, pull the blanket closer, but something feels off. You don't feel sleepy anymore. You check the clock. Maybe it's 2:30, maybe 3. Your mind starts racing. Why am I awake again? How long will this last? What if I can't fall back asleep? The more you think about it, the more awake you become. The silence of the night suddenly feels louder. The ticking clock, the distant sound of a car passing outside, even your own heartbeat, everything feels magnified. You start to feel anxious. You try closing your eyes tightly, willing yourself to sleep, but nothing happens. Minutes turn into hours, and before you know it, it's morning. You wake up feeling drained, exhausted, and frustrated. Sound familiar? If so, you're not alone. Waking up in the middle of the night, especially between 2 and 3 a.m., is incredibly common, especially as we get older. And while it may feel frustrating, it's not just bad luck or a random occurrence. There are real scientific reasons why this happens. And more importantly, there are simple, effective strategies that can help you fall back asleep quickly, without frustration, without stress, and without relying on sleeping pills. In this video, we'll break it all down. We'll talk about why our bodies naturally wake up at this time, how aging affects sleep, and what you can do, starting tonight, to gently ease yourself back into restful sleep. So if you're tired of staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m., keep watching. Because sleep isn't just about the hours you spend in bed. It's about how you prepare your mind and body to truly rest. Let's get started. It happens again. You wake up in the middle of the night, seemingly for no reason. You try to go back to sleep, but your mind starts wandering. Why does this keep happening? Is something wrong with me? Am I just getting old? Before we dive into solutions, let's first understand what's happening inside your body and brain when you wake up between 2 and 3 a.m. The truth is, nighttime wake-ups are far more common than you might think, and they're often a completely normal part of sleep. But certain factors like aging, stress, and even how our ancestors slept can make these wake-ups feel more disruptive than they need to be. Understanding sleep cycles and why we wake up. To understand why we wake up in the middle of the night, we need to talk about sleep cycles. Every night, your body goes through multiple sleep cycles, each lasting about 90 minutes. Each cycle moves through different stages: light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep, which is when most dreaming happens. Early in the night, your body spends more time in deep sleep, which is the most restorative stage. But as the night progresses, your sleep gets lighter. By the time 2 or 3 a.m. rolls around, you're in the later part of your sleep cycle, where your body is naturally more prone to waking up. This is why waking up at this time is so common. Your body isn't in deep sleep anymore, and even the smallest disturbance can bring you to full wakefulness. But why do some people fall right back asleep, while others find themselves tossing and turning for hours? The answer often lies in what's happening inside your body and mind. How aging affects sleep. As we age, our sleep changes. You might have noticed that you don't sleep as deeply as you did in your younger years. That's because your body produces less melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate sleep. With lower melatonin levels, your sleep is naturally lighter, making it easier to wake up and harder to fall back asleep. On top of that, the body's internal clock, known as the circadian rhythm, also shifts with age. Older adults tend to go to bed earlier and wake up earlier, sometimes leading to unintentional wake-ups in the middle of the night. This isn't necessarily a problem, but if you find yourself unable to go back to sleep, it can feel frustrating and disruptive. As if that weren't enough, changes in brain chemistry also play a role. Stress hormones like cortisol can become more active in the early morning hours, making it harder to drift back to sleep. This is especially true if you're already prone to anxiety or worry. The role of stress and an overactive mind. If you find yourself lying awake, going over the events of the day, or worrying about tomorrow, you're not alone. The brain is designed to be active, and if stress levels are high, your mind can latch onto anxious thoughts the moment you wake up. The more you think, the more alert you become, trapping you in a frustrating cycle of wakefulness. Here's what happens. You wake up, your mind starts racing, and your body responds by increasing alertness. Your heart rate might rise slightly, your muscles may feel tense, and before you know it, you're fully awake. It's a self-perpetuating loop. This is why forcing yourself to sleep often doesn't work. Sleep isn't something you can control with willpower. It's something that happens when your body and mind are in the right state of relaxation. Common triggers that wake you up. Sometimes, external factors are to blame for these nighttime awakenings. Let's take a look at some of the most common ones. 1. Nocturia, nighttime urination. As we age, it's common to wake up needing to use the bathroom. If this happens frequently, try reducing fluid intake in the evening and limiting caffeine or alcohol before bed. 2. Temperature changes. A room that's too warm or too cold can easily disrupt sleep. The ideal bedroom temperature for sleep is around 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 degrees Celsius. If you wake up feeling hot or cold, consider adjusting your blankets or using a fan. 3. Light and noise sensitivity. Our sleep becomes lighter with age, making us more sensitive to light and sound. If street lights, a partner's movement, or even small household noises wake you up, blackout curtains, earplugs, or white noise machines can help. 4. Blood sugar drops. For some people, low blood sugar levels can trigger wake-ups. If you wake up feeling restless or slightly shaky, having a small protein-rich snack before bed, like a handful of nuts, may help stabilize blood sugar overnight. 5. Sleep disorders. Sometimes frequent nighttime wake-ups are linked to sleep disorders like sleep apnea or restless leg syndrome. If you find yourself waking up, gasping for air, snoring loudly, or feeling restless in your legs, it may be worth talking to a doctor. So now you know, waking up at 2 or 3 a.m. isn't a mystery. It's part of the body's natural sleep cycle, but it can feel more disruptive due to aging, stress, and certain triggers. The good news is, once you understand why it's happening, you can take steps to manage it. In the next section, we'll go over what to do when you wake up in the middle of the night, so you can fall back asleep faster and wake up feeling more rested. Stay with me. You're awake again. You've tried not to stress about it, but sleep still isn't coming. Your body feels restless, maybe a little too warm or a little too tense. What now? The good news is that there are proven physical techniques to help you fall back asleep. These are simple, science-backed methods that calm the nervous system, regulate your breathing, and ease your body back into a sleep-friendly state. Let's explore them one by one. 1. The power of deep breathing. One of the fastest ways to tell your body it's time to relax is through your breath. When you wake up in the middle of the night, your nervous system may be slightly activated, especially if you're stressed. Deep breathing signals your body that it's safe to go back to sleep. The 4-7-8 breathing technique. One of the most effective techniques is called 4-7-8 breathing. Here's how it works. Inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 7. Exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 8. Repeat 4 to 5 times. This technique slows your heart rate, reduces anxiety, and makes it easier for your body to transition back into sleep. Try this now. Take a slow breath in, hold, and exhale. Feel your body relax with each breath. The more you practice this, the faster you'll fall back asleep. Number 2. Progressive muscle relaxation, PMR. Another powerful technique is progressive muscle relaxation, or PMR. This method helps release built-up tension that may be keeping you awake. Here's how to do it. Start at your feet. Tense the muscles in your toes and hold for a few seconds, then release. Move to your calves. Tighten the muscles, hold, then release. Continue up through your thighs, abdomen, chest, arms, and shoulders, tensing and releasing each group. Finish with your face. Squeeze your eyes shut, scrunch your nose, clench your jaw, then release. This exercise works by sending signals to your brain that it's time to let go of tension and shift into deep rest. 3. Adjusting your sleep position. Sometimes the reason you're struggling to fall back asleep is simply your sleep position. If you wake up feeling stiff, hot, or uncomfortable, try adjusting how you're lying. Best sleep positions for staying asleep. Side sleeping, especially on the left side, helps with digestion and circulation. Back sleeping, with a pillow under the knees, reduces pressure on the spine. Avoid stomach sleeping. This can strain the neck and back, making sleep more restless. If you feel discomfort, shift positions, fluff your pillow, or adjust your blankets to find a cozy, restful posture. 4. Controlling temperature. Why being too hot or too cold keeps you awake. Your body temperature naturally drops at night, signaling that it's time to sleep. But if your bedroom is too warm or too cold, it can disrupt this process, making it harder to fall back asleep. Studies show that the best room temperature for sleep is between 60 to 67 degrees Celsius, 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. If you wake up feeling too warm, try removing a blanket or switching to lighter bedding. Sleeping with a cooling pillow. Keeping a glass of water nearby. If you wake up feeling cold, add an extra layer or use socks. Warm feet can help your body relax and to sleep faster. 5. Gentle movement. The 5-minute rule. Lying awake for too long can make sleep feel even more elusive. If you've been in bed for 20 to 30 minutes without falling back asleep, try gentle movement. A simple stretch or a slow-paced walk around the room can relax the muscles and reset your body's sleep state. But keep movements slow. Anything too vigorous can wake you up further. 6. Light exposure. How to avoid accidentally waking up your brain. One of the biggest mistakes people make when they wake up at night is exposing themselves to bright light. Light tells your brain it's morning, suppressing melatonin, the sleep hormone, and making it harder to fall back asleep. What to avoid? Checking your phone. Blue light wakes up the brain. Turning on bright overhead lights. Watching TV. What to do instead? Use a dim, warm-toned nightlight if you need to move around. If you read, use a soft bedside lamp with warm lighting. Keep your bedroom as dark as possible. Consider blackout curtains if streetlights wake you up. Number 7. Try a sleep-inducing scent. Certain scents have been scientifically proven to help with sleep. If you struggle to fall back asleep, try using aromatherapy such as lavender. Lowers heart rate and reduces stress. Chamomile, naturally calming and soothing. Sandalwood helps promote deep relaxation. You can use an essential oil diffuser, spray a little on your pillow, or rub a drop of diluted oil on your wrists. 8. Eating before bed. Should you have a midnight snack? Waking up due to hunger or a dip in blood sugar is common, especially if you eat dinner early. But what you eat before bed matters. Good nighttime snacks that you can indulge in. A small handful of nuts, almonds, walnuts. A banana with peanut butter. A cup of warm herbal tea. Foods to avoid at night. Sugary snacks can spike blood sugar, then cause a crash. Spicy foods may cause acid reflux. Caffeine, even in small amounts, it lingers in the system. If you wake up feeling hungry, a light, protein-rich snack may help you drift back to sleep faster. Falling back asleep doesn't have to be a battle. With the right physical strategies, deep breathing, muscle relaxation, temperature control, and gentle movement, you can train your body to return to sleep naturally. Try these techniques tonight, and remember, your body knows how to sleep. You just need to give it the right conditions to do so. You're awake again. Your body might feel tired, but your mind is racing. Thoughts of the past, worries about tomorrow, random memories, or even a song stuck in your head. Everything except sleep is on your mind. This is one of the biggest obstacles to falling back asleep, an overactive mind. If you can't calm your thoughts, your body won't relax enough to drift back into sleep. The good news, just like you can train your body to sleep better, you can train your mind to let go of wakefulness and ease back into sleep by following these steps. 1. The art of letting go. Stopping the mental tug-of-war. The harder you try to sleep, the more your mind resists. This is what we call the mental tug-of-war. Your mind is engaged in a battle between I need to sleep and I can't sleep. The result? More stress, more frustration, and more wakefulness. The first mental strategy is simple. Stop trying to sleep. Instead, accept wakefulness without fear. Try telling yourself, it's okay that I'm awake. My body will sleep when it's ready. By removing the pressure, you reduce stress and create the right conditions for sleep to return naturally. 2. Cognitive shuffling. A proven way to distract your mind into sleep. One of the most powerful techniques for quieting an overactive mind is called cognitive shuffling. This method works by gently distracting your brain in a way that mimics the random, dreamlike state of sleep. How to do cognitive shuffling. Pick a random word, like apple or chair. Think of words that start with the same letter, but don't force logic. Just let them flow naturally. Example: apple, ant, airplane, apron, acorn. If you run out of words, pick another letter or switch to a new random word. Keep going until your mind drifts off naturally. Cognitive shuffling tricks your brain into a state of randomness, just like in the moments before sleep. It prevents deep thinking and allows drowsiness to take over. 3. The mental walk. If words aren't enough to settle your mind, try a mental walk. This is a guided visualization where you slowly imagine yourself walking through a calming, peaceful place. Let's try it together. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and out. Now, imagine you're standing at the beginning of a beautiful, quiet path. You start walking slowly. You feel the ground beneath your feet. You notice the sounds around you, maybe birds chirping, a soft breeze rustling the leaves, or the gentle waves of the ocean. With every step, your body relaxes more. You keep walking, feeling calmer and heavier with drowsiness. Eventually, the path fades and sleep takes over. This technique works because it shifts your focus away from stress and into a neutral, peaceful state that encourages sleep. 4. Writing it down, releasing the looping thoughts. Sometimes, thoughts just won't stop cycling through your mind. If this happens, one of the best mental strategies is writing them down. The 2-minute brain dump. Instead of lying awake thinking, try this. Keep a small notebook by your bed. If your mind is racing, turn on a dim light and write down everything on your mind, without filtering. Once it's on paper, tell yourself, now that I've written it down, I don't need to think about it anymore. Studies show that writing down worries can reduce anxiety and free your mind to relax. 5. The reverse psychology trick, telling yourself to stay awake. Here's an interesting trick. If you're lying in bed trying to sleep, your brain resists. But if you tell yourself to stay awake, your brain starts to feel sleepy. This technique is called paradoxical intention. Instead of trying to fall asleep, say to yourself, I'm going to stay awake as long as I can. Keep your eyes open if you want. By removing the pressure to sleep, your mind relaxes, often leading to faster sleep. 6. Gentle mental repetition. Another effective mental strategy is using a sleep mantra, a short, simple phrase that you repeat to yourself until you drift off. Here are a few examples. I am safe. I am calm. I am at peace. My body is relaxed. My mind is quiet. Each breath takes me deeper into sleep. Repeating the mantra gives your mind something gentle to focus on, replacing racing thoughts with calmness. 7. Accept the sleep wave. Sleep comes in cycles, like waves. If you wake up in the middle of the night, your last sleep wave has passed, but another one is coming. Instead of forcing sleep, imagine waiting for the next sleep wave. Relax, stay still, and let drowsiness return naturally. By being patient and letting go of stress, you'll catch the next wave of sleep effortlessly. Your thoughts can either keep you awake or guide you back to sleep. With techniques like cognitive shuffling, visualization, writing down thoughts, and sleep mantras, you can train your mind to let go of stress and drift back into restful sleep. Tonight, if you wake up at 2 a.m., don't worry. Just breathe, relax, and trust your mind to lead you back into sleep. You wake up again. You don't know why, but your body just won't stay asleep. You check the clock, 2:30 a.m. You turn over, close your eyes, tell yourself, go back to sleep, go back to sleep. But the harder you try, the more awake you feel. Minutes pass, you start feeling frustrated, you toss, you turn. Now you're not just awake, you're annoyed. You think about how tired you'll be tomorrow, how you just want to sleep, and yet, sleep won't come. Here's the problem. The more you fight wakefulness, the harder it becomes to sleep. Just like how dropping a stone in water creates ripples, frustration and stress send signals through your nervous system, making your body more alert. This is what we need to change. Let's talk about the science of sleep pressure. Why forcing sleep doesn't work. Sleep isn't something you can force. It's something your body does naturally when it reaches a state of relaxation. When you're anxious about being awake, your brain releases cortisol, the stress hormone. This increases alertness, raises your heart rate slightly, and makes sleep even more difficult to achieve. Instead of forcing yourself to sleep, you need to do the opposite. Accept wakefulness without fear. When you stop resisting, your body naturally finds its way back to sleep. Rest is just as good as sleep. Here's a simple but powerful truth. Resting is almost as beneficial as sleeping. Even if you don't fall back asleep immediately, lying in bed with your eyes closed, breathing calmly, and allowing your body to relax still helps restore your energy. Studies have shown that resting in a calm state reduces stress, lowers your heart rate, and allows your muscles to recover, just like sleep. So, instead of worrying about how much sleep you're getting, focus on relaxing your body and mind. Sleep will follow naturally. Don't watch the clock. Checking the time in the middle of the night is one of the worst habits for sleep. Why? Because it creates stress and reinforces wakefulness. When you see the time, your brain starts calculating, I only have 4 more hours until I have to wake up. If I don't sleep soon, I'll be exhausted tomorrow. These thoughts trigger frustration and keep your mind active. The solution? Remove the temptation to check the time. Turn your clock away from you. If you use your phone as an alarm, keep it out of reach so you're not tempted to check it. When you don't see the time, your brain stops obsessing over it. The let it be method, making peace with wakefulness. The key to falling back asleep is counterintuitive. Make peace with being awake. Instead of panicking or getting frustrated, tell yourself, it's okay. My body knows how to sleep. I'll rest, and when my body is ready, sleep will come naturally. This mindset shift removes pressure and allows your body to relax, which makes falling asleep much easier. Instead of seeing wakefulness as a problem, see it as an opportunity to rest, breathe, and trust your body's natural sleep rhythms. Try this quick exercise. If you're lying in bed awake, try this. Close your eyes. Imagine you're halfway between being awake and asleep, like floating between 2 worlds. Instead of trying to sleep, simply focus on the feeling of your body resting. Picture a peaceful scene, maybe a warm beach, a quiet forest, or a soft cloud. Let your breathing slow down naturally. When you let go of the need to control sleep, you allow it to happen naturally. When to get out of bed, and when to stay put. Now, what if you've tried everything, but you're still awake after 20 or 30 minutes? In that case, it may be better to get out of bed. If you feel restless, get up and do something calming. Read a book, listen to soft music, or practice gentle breathing exercises. But avoid screens, bright lights, or stimulating activities. After 10 to 15 minutes, go back to bed and try again. The key is to associate your bed with relaxation and sleep, not frustration and wakefulness. Remember, changing your sleep habits takes time. Some nights will be better than others, and that's okay. The most important thing is to stay patient and trust the process. So tonight, if you find yourself awake at 2 or 3 a.m., don't panic. Don't fight it. Just breathe, relax, and let your body do what it was designed to do. Rest, restore, and when the time is right, sleep will come naturally. Falling back asleep in the middle of the night isn't just about what you do in the moment. It's also about the habits you build over time. The quality of your sleep at 2 a.m. is determined by what you do throughout the day, in the evening, and even weeks before. If you frequently wake up at night, don't worry. It doesn't have to be this way forever. By building healthy sleep habits, you can retrain your body and mind to sleep more deeply and wake up less often. Let's explore the long-term strategies that can help you sleep better, longer, and more peacefully every night. 1. Keeping a consistent sleep schedule. One of the most powerful things you can do for your sleep is to keep a consistent sleep schedule. This means going to bed and waking up at the same time every single day, even on weekends. Why does this work? Because your body has an internal clock called the circadian rhythm. When your sleep schedule is erratic, your circadian rhythm gets confused. But when you sleep and wake up at the same time every day, your body learns when it's time to wind down and when it's time to wake up. How to start a consistent sleep routine. Pick a set bedtime that allows for at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Wake up at the same time every morning, even if you had a rough night. Avoid naps longer than 30 minutes, especially in the late afternoon. Expose yourself to sunlight in the morning to reinforce your body's natural wake-up signals. Within a few weeks, your body will naturally start feeling sleepy at the right time, making it easier to stay asleep throughout the night. 2. Creating a relaxing evening wind-down routine. Your body can't go from high alert to deep sleep instantly. It needs time to transition. That's why having a wind-down routine before bed is essential. Think of your wind-down routine as sending signals to your brain that it's time to sleep. Ideal activities to include in a wind-down routine. Dim the lights at least an hour before bed. Bright lights confuse your body into thinking it's still daytime. Read a book, but nothing too exciting or intense. Listen to calm music or nature sounds. Practice deep breathing or gentle stretching. Write in a journal. This can help process worries so they don't keep you awake at night. Drink a warm, caffeine-free beverage like herbal tea or warm milk. A consistent wind-down routine helps your body recognize that sleep is approaching, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. 3. Managing evening food and drink for better sleep. What you eat and drink in the evening directly impacts your ability to sleep through the night. Foods and drinks that can disrupt sleep. Caffeine, coffee, tea, soda, chocolate. Caffeine can stay in your system for up to 10 hours, so even an afternoon coffee can keep you awake at night. Alcohol. It might make you feel drowsy at first, but it actually fragments sleep and increases nighttime awakenings. Heavy, greasy, or spicy foods, these can cause heartburn and indigestion, making sleep uncomfortable. Foods that support better sleep. Bananas, high in magnesium, which relaxes muscles. Almonds or walnuts contain melatonin, a natural sleep hormone. Oatmeal or whole grains help stabilize blood sugar, preventing nighttime wake-ups. Herbal teas, chamomile, valerian root, and lemon balm are all known for their calming effects. Being mindful of what you eat before bed can make a big difference in how restful and uninterrupted your sleep is. Number 4. Optimizing your sleep environment. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary for sleep, not a place for work, bright screens, or distractions. How to create the perfect sleep environment. Keep it dark. Use blackout curtains or an eye mask to block light. Keep it cool. The ideal temperature for sleep is around 60 to 67 degrees, 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. Remove noise distractions. Use earplugs, a white noise machine, or a fan if needed. Invest in a good mattress and pillows. If your bed isn't comfortable, you'll wake up more often. Keep electronics out of the bedroom. Phones, tablets, and TVs emit blue light that disrupts melatonin production. By making your bedroom a true sleep haven, you're setting yourself up for deeper, more restorative sleep. 5. Reducing stress and anxiety before bed. Stress and anxiety are some of the biggest reasons people wake up at night. When your mind is overwhelmed, sleep becomes shallow and easily disrupted. Simple techniques to reduce nighttime stress. Practice gratitude journaling. Write down 3 things you're grateful for before bed. Try progressive muscle relaxation. Tense and relax each muscle group to release tension. Use deep breathing exercises. A simple one is the 4-7-8 method. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, exhale for 8 seconds. Limit news and social media in the evening. Negative or stressful content can increase anxiety. By managing stress, you're not just improving your mood, you're also creating the perfect mental state for restful sleep. Good sleep doesn't happen by chance. It's built through daily habits. By making small changes, like keeping a consistent schedule, creating a relaxing bedtime routine, and managing stress, you can transform your nights from restless to restful. If you often wake up in the middle of the night, don't just focus on the moment. Focus on the habits that will make your sleep stronger and deeper in the long run. Start tonight. Pick one habit and commit to it. Over time, these small changes will lead to nights of deep, uninterrupted sleep and brighter, more energetic days ahead. By now, you understand that waking up at night isn't just a random event, it's something you can influence. Instead of feeling frustrated or helpless, you now have the tools to guide yourself back to sleep and, more importantly, to prevent frequent awakenings in the future. Remember, good sleep isn't about a quick fix. It's about building the right habits, having a calm mindset, using physical and mental techniques, and setting yourself up for long-term success with a healthy sleep routine. So here's your challenge. Pick just one strategy from this video and apply it tonight. Maybe it's setting a regular bedtime, cutting out late-night caffeine, or creating a relaxing wind-down routine. Start small, and over time, these changes will transform your sleep. If this video helped you, let us know in the comments. Which tip are you going to try first? And if you've struggled with nighttime wake-ups, share your experience. You never know, your story might help someone else. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos on improving sleep and overall well-being. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the next video.